Good evening. Today is Saturday, February 7th, 2026. And for dinner, I am making electric skillet beef and potato skillet. And here's our ingredients and our method. Our ingredients are some diced potatoes. We got in the little silver cup, we got some paprika, salt and pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. Then we've got some shredded cheddar and some sliced onion and some ground beef. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started cooking. Okay, so I just added our hamburger and a little bit of vegetable oil to this pan, and we are going to go ahead and cook our hamburger meat. And as usual, I have forgotten to thaw it out. So I'm gonna have to deal with it the best way I can. So anyway, it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna take a little longer. But anyway, I'm gonna cover this with a lid and let it cook. Okay, so our hamburger meat is now browned up. So we're just going to remove this and put it in a dish and set it aside. And then we're going to move on to our next step. Okay, so I have removed most of that hamburger meat from that pan. So I'm going to add just a little bit more oil because we are going to have to fry up our potatoes. And that's going to require some oil. Okay, so I'm heating the oil up, as you can see. It's nice and hot. A little bit of hamburger in there still, but it should be out. You just set it off to the side there. Alright. Now we're going to pour in our potatoes. There. Okay. Put them all around. That way they can all touch the surface of the pan. Okay. There. That's pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and cover this up and let it cook for a few minutes, and we shall return. Okay, so our potatoes have been cooking for a little bit, probably 5 or 7 minutes, something like that. And this is what they're starting to look like. So I think I'm going to let them cook a little bit longer before I add in our onions. So I want to get them a little more brown, okay? So I shall return in a few more minutes. Okay, so I just stirred our potatoes around again, and they're looking pretty good. So they're starting to get really tender, so we're going to go ahead and add in our onions. Okay. And, well, I think, you know what, I'm just going to toss these around. Let them flavor those potatoes pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I think this will be a nice layer of flavor right there. Okay, so I'm going to give this a cover, and we're going to let these cook for another few minutes. Alright? Smells lovely in here. Alright, here's the lid. Alright, we shall return. Okay, so I just went ahead and stirred this. Our onions look pretty good, so that's why I stirred it. Now we're going to go ahead and add back in our hamburger. so that way it can, warm back up a little bit. And I'm going to shake our seasoning mix. And then we're going to sprinkle that around. Okay. I'm just going to stir this up. Cover it for a few minutes. Then we're going to sprinkle the cheese on and turn it off and let it melt. But we shall be back for our next step. Okay, so it appears our hamburger and everything is nicely heated through. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay. And then we're going to sprinkle our cheese on top. Sounds good, huh? There we go. Just nice and try to kind of make it even. Let's see. Now, I'm just going to cover this and let that melt from the heat of the ingredients, okay? So I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, we're going to check and see how this looks now that it's been set for a few minutes. Look at that. Ooh, doesn't that look yummy? Now if you want to add more cheese, obviously you can. You can add any kind of other vegetable, maybe green peppers or mushrooms or whatever to this. That would be good too. If you wanted to, you could combine the hamburger with maybe some ground sausage. Maybe even make it like a pizza kind of skillet. Doesn't that sound good? But anyway, this is what we're having for dinner, and I think my husband's going to be very happy to eat this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this served up for him, and I'll show you what it looks like served. Okay, here is what my husband is about to eat. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And I think he's going to like this. Now you can also add some ketchup on top of this if you like that kind of thing. Make it like a cheeseburger potato skillet, maybe. Anyway, ideas. Everybody has them, right? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give this to him. And I hope you guys have a good night. God bless y'all, and take it easy. Try to stay warm and cozy, okay?